contractor in a small city that or in a big city that specializes in bathrooms,
Okay.
just bathrooms, remodels. And
Good.
he is new to the territory, um, knows his trade from where he was, but he moved from small town
Okay.
to big city, wants to specialize in that, but needs to start getting the word out. Okay.
Mm.
So there you go.
Residential, I'm assuming, bathrooms.
It's all residential. It's just
Any
bathrooms.
traction in the new city yet?
Yeah, he's doing well. He's been there about a year, and he's got a good start. We're just trying to see how to his. I won't give his exact sales goals, but his sales and earning goals for next year's are a significant leap. It's not like
Okay.
I want to grow 10%, right?
Yeah.
So the missing, he has the capacity to do it. The missing factor is enough good qualified leads.
Yeah. Well, what's good is that he's got a big target audience. Bathrooms are in
Right.
every home, right? But he's also very specific. And so that's going to allow, by niching down into just the bathrooms, you've got a lot of opportunities to be focused in your marketing strategy. So, I mean, there's several things you can do in terms of footwork, like we just talked about, getting around, going into talking to existing builders, existing remodelers in the area that don't want to touch bathrooms, that'll give them referrals. Those are always great. Obviously, designers, architects that are doing remodels of homes that are, subbing out the jobs is also another good spot. Then you can get into real estate agents as they're showing homes and the master bath needs some work before we really move in here. Those are really good ones. So that's kind of that footwork side, and we won't touch on that because we kind of just did for the last one. But let's say that you're doing that stuff. Again, on every single job, we want to be getting case studies, and these are really important. But the big one that we didn't really talk about with the commercial side, which still matters but not as much, is the Google reviews. We mentioned Google My Business at the beginning of this, but you got to hammer home reviews. And really, when you're starting out, get them from anybody. I mean, obviously, it's better if it's an actual job that you just completed and you're getting a raving review that mentions you by name and specific project details and all that stuff. But just go get some reviews and that talk about your character, that talk about how well you communicate, that talk about how driven you are, and they can even mention projects that they saw. Like, I walked into my friend's bathroom and loved it. We're gonna work with them very soon. Great company, love this guy. Really special company to work with, whatever it is, right? But go and get 100 reviews. Like, you can do it with friends, family, contacts, previous employers, coworkers, whatever it is. Go and get a bunch of reviews, and that's going to set you up for a lot of success. The next thing that I would say in terms of bathrooms or just remodeling in general and specializing is do some very basic ads that are specific, because you're so niche down into one thing. Get on Google Ads and make sure you're ranking for those keywords. Long term, you want to get some SEO involved, and you can even do some during the initial stages. But the ads is going to be the quickest leap that are specific to bathroom remodels.
So you're
Then,
talking about pay per click, right? Okay.
Yeah, pay per click
So
ads.
what are some of the, if you're not doing that now, what are some of the must haves that you're going to have to deal with? I mean, you're going to click, you got to go somewhere, right? The click
Yes,
kind of
I
takes,
mean, I guess we haven't even mentioned, but and I'm not going to talk about this every time, but on the web, you have to have a good website. You're dealing with customers that are about to spend 20, 30, 40, $100,000 on a bathroom remodel, whatever it is. They need to feel like this is a legitimate company. And so if you're, make sure you have a very good website with professional photos, not just iPhone photos of the type of jobs you want to win. If you just did a half bath and you're wanting to do master baths, don't put pictures of the half bath on the main picture of your homepage. People will identify with what they see on your website. If they see something that they want in their home on your website, and make sure that it's you doing it.
by that you mean your work, not
Yeah,
somebody
your work,
else's
not
work.
just something you
Yeah.
Google searched and then put on your website, right? So make sure that you go in to every job and you take 50 photos of the bathroom from all different types of angles and zooming in, zooming out. So they know that this was your job. You can even watermark it if you want. And that watermark will allow you to just showcase that this is our work and, make people feel like it's great. But beside the point, let's say that you have all that down. Google reviews are great. And then Google ads, Google local service ads more specifically, will be very helpful. And that's more of a pay per lead service. So Google is going to put your 5-star rating and Google guaranteed at the very top of the page with your phone number. And then people will call you and you only pay for the call. You don't pay any, if you don't get called by a lead, you don't pay. And then the calls range depending on what you're doing, $17 a call, $30 a call, somewhere in there. Depending on the market you're in, it could be higher, but that's another great way to generate some leads. Over time, though, your referrals are going to be a great source for you. You probably want to do some SEO long term so that you're ranking really high on Google. And then, as you develop some jobs and some work that you can show, then you can start going into each channel by channel, getting onto Instagram, getting onto Facebook, getting onto TikTok, getting onto YouTube, and showcasing all the work that you do and creating content that will help people in their buyer's journey. A lot of for, when you're working on a bathroom remodel, your target audience is probably going to be typically female, I would imagine, that wants to do the renovation. I'm sure, you're going to have that male side too, but you're going to think about the design. You're going to think about the features of the bathroom. That's all content that you want to be creating and getting in front of your target audience. And they're spending time scrolling through LinkedIn. No, not LinkedIn. They're spending time scrolling through Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, maybe YouTube. Pinterest is a whole nother marketing strategy. You probably need to be in all these places eventually, but take it one by one. Figure it out. Do some of it yourself. If you need to hire it out, hire it out. But make sure that it's really quality content that you're getting out there.